Alright, so as I've revealed, I uninstalled this NuTone Verena Deluxe from the closet. And as much as I like the fan, it honestly just did not do its job in there as it was a bit too big. And the light kit being so massive on it for a closet, it was more in the way than being helpful. So I replaced it, as I've mentioned before. And now I'm going to reveal what the fan is. It is the Hampton Bay Minuet 2, made by PowerMax. Some people might say, oh, it's a downgrade. Well, it actually performs better in here than the NuTone did, and that's because the fan's a bit smaller, so it's not as crowded in here and such. It's a 32-inch fan, whereas the NuTone was a 36-inch, so right here I have a lot more clearance. And the same case goes for on this side. There's more clearance. Now this fan I've been meaning to install in here for a bit. I just never got around to actually doing it. The NuTone I honestly haven't even really been using much since, except for when we used to keep the birds in here. And the reason why I put this up is for several reasons. One is that the light kit on it's a lot more practical for this closet. Instead of using 4 lights for a small space like this, it just didn't make sense to have that light. So that's one reason. And with me having stuff on the top over there, it made it tricky to even move stuff on the top shelves without hitting the light kit, because it really hung a bit low and it was kind of all over the place. So I was more afraid of breaking the light kit on the NuTone. So with that being said, I wasn't able to utilize the space that well in the top areas. But I'm still gonna have to be a bit careful because of the blades, but they at least hang a little bit closer and not so far out like before. Now the other thing is, with the NuTone being a variable speed fan, I would have to get up to the fan just to adjust it to a medium speed or a lower speed if I wanted it on that speed. So that was also a bit of a pain. And with this fan being a 3-speed one, I don't have to worry about that. So I can just pull the chains, or what I might do is hook it up to a remote, because I'd rather leave the pull chains the way they are. I kind of like it like that better, instead of having them hang lower and such. Especially because of the type of pull chains it has. These ball ones, I always like those ball shaped ones with the standard length instead of them being extended. But yeah, I might put a remote receiver in there, or I might just put like a 3-speed wall switch. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, and the other thing is this fan does move more air in here than the NuTone because it fits in here better. So yeah. Now, this fan definitely goes better with the closet. It looks more like a closet fan than the NuTone did. The NuTone just looked, it was too nice of a fan, I felt, to be in a closet. And also, I just didn't want to break it in here with the light kit, or if something hit the blade, I feel like the blade on that would break more easily than it would on this. Because the blade onto this are a bit more flexible in a sense, where they're cheaper quality, yeah, but if something was to hit it, the most that would happen is that it would bend. Whereas on the NuTone one, with it being more solid and more of a stiffer blade arm, if something hits it, it's probably going to snap. So I did not want that to happen, so I took it down. But yeah, I will show a video of this fan running at some point. I'm not going to do it now because it's actually not mounted 100% correctly. The screws that are holding the mounting bracket up are not the right size ones for the box in terms of the length. The ones that were holding up the NuTone were too short to work with this mounting bracket to hold it to the electrical box or the fan box. And the ones I have in there now are too long, so I need to find one that's like in between. But right now the fan's just sitting there hung up. If I turned it on, it won't fall down. It's too long, so it kind of wobbles a little bit because of it, because the mounting bracket's not completely flush right against the ceiling. So there is some like wiggle space in between it. But yeah, that's what I have in here now. It's just a lot more practical, I feel, and I'd rather just not waste that NuTone in here. I'd rather save that light kit for another space. Like if I was to put the larger one in here, I'd use that light that's on this one. That is if something was to ever go in here, but as to whether or not that will happen or not, who knows, but I'd also rather not damage the glass on it because that was the other thing. The glass was like in each corner, so it was just an overkill for this closet. Was it a cool install? Yes, but it wasn't a practical one, where this is a lot more practical. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.